Well, good afternoon. It's Saturday and welcome back to the shop. So first things first, I released the door switch light and our new light comes on in the back. So remember, these are a bit of a tribute to the 68 that I used to have when I was a young lad. And I really liked them because they did light up the back seats. And, you know, I don't know why the coupes and I don't know why the convertibles don't have them. But you know what? Let's put them in anyways. So that electrical is done. And also the switch is in for the windows as well. And thirdly, I've run a line into the trunk and I'm going to put a couple of LEDs on the amplifier rack. And that way there, if I open up the trunk, I can again use my remote to turn the lights on, and then I can obviously either adjust the amplifier at night because I can see, or if I have to, you know, get something out of the trunk, I can see it as well. So that's all been done. But before this went together, I had to take it all apart again. And that's because the retractor actually was binding. I didn't realize it until I tried to put it all together that it was binding up on the bottom. So took it all apart, put a 1/4 inch spacer between the retractor and the angle bracket. That put the retractor back just that little bit more, put it all back together, works perfectly. So really, this is the way we want it. I've even put the windlace in, right? So the windlace now finishes this all up. I put this in only because I need to see where it affects the windlace and, you know, make sure I got a good fitment there. So from a assembly perspective, this is all complete. Next, and most importantly, I wanted to thank all of my subscribers. I mean, the ideas you have been giving me over these years have been fantastic. I had some great feedback on how I was going to manage this bracket. Now, if you remember correctly, the original bracket was really long because it would lock behind the retractor in a normal installation. Of course, this is anything but normal. But I didn't like the look of that. And a couple of people had said, well, you know, why not just blend it out or paint it out? And that actually was a great idea. I'd come in this morning thinking, well, if I can't shorten it, let's at least paint it. But the good news, there was enough material below the seatbelt lock that I could cut the bracket and still drill the 1/2 inch hole needed to put the bolt in for the standard seatbelt mount. So this is exactly like it normally would be. So it's perfect. But another subscriber mentioned these plastic pieces that were originally supposed to be used for the center seatbelts. They didn't work at all. I mean, this angle was all wrong and it was just weird. And I couldn't get it to be the way it should be. But for whatever reason, over here, they work out perfectly. I mean, the angle takes it, brings it out towards the door so it's closer to the door. And it would actually fit inside. All I have to do is remove the bolt, pull this off, feed it through, and it could bolt back on. And I'm really considering that. You know, it's just I'm going to have to get the seat in place. Because you know, with these seats, they're custom. They have all of the controls for the 8-way adjustable seats along the seat here. I just have to make sure this doesn't interfere. That's all. But if it doesn't, I think this would be a great way to kind of clean this up. So, great idea. Thank you. Just wanted to give you a quick video, just an update of what's going on. But before I go, once again, thank you everybody for your ideas. Keep them coming. I'm realizing now everything I've done, I've got to do again to the other side. So at least I've learned a few things, but still there's a lot of work to get this done. I guess there's no denying it. I got to get going on that. So I'll finish all of that up and then we'll come back and we'll put the rear seat belts in. We'll maybe hopefully put the rear assembly in this car and we'll continue on with the interior, but that'll be for another day. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and I'll see you again.